Hello guys, welcome to In 5 Minutes. In this presentation we are going to see the ring counter. Now there is a special type of counter which is called as ring counter. That is nothing but it circulates the position 1 or the bit which is set, you can say 1 is rotated on a circular manner. That's why it is called as a ring counter. Example, you can say it is like a stepper motor because the step it moves angle by angle. So let us say if the angle is 1 degree, then each degree the step is moved. So that is 1 circulates over 360 times. So that is nothing but a ring counter. So let us consider here 3-bit ring counter. So 3 bits what I have chosen as A, B and C. So therefore the output of the flip-flop ABC is QA, QB, QC. Now I have set 100 as the reset position because whatever this 1 is there, output of QA, that will be circulating over ABC. In the first cycle QA will be 1, second cycle QB will be 1, third cycle QA will be 1, and the next cycle again QA will be 1. So the path is actually like this. First class cycle is 100, that is nothing but the reset state. For second it will be 010, third will be 001, and fourth again it will go to the first state and the cycle follows. So it is continue in this manner. If you want to reset the circuit, reset, it will go to the 100 state. Now how to form this kind of circuit? And one thing is very important, that we are not changing the data. Means what? Whatever the previously said data was there, that is 100, it is not being changed. That means we are not using any kind of SR or JK flip-flop in which set reset conditions are there, and instead of that we will be using D flip-flop. Why? Because in D flip-flop the data is delayed and it is not changed. So 100 data is, if it is delayed by 1 cycle, then 1 will go to QB, and then in the next clock cycle QB will be 1, and for the next cycle QC will be 1. Okay, so data is delayed. For QB it is delayed by 1 cycle, and for QC it is delayed by 2 cycles. So here is the circuit diagram for the condition for the ring counter 3-bit particularly. And what we can see here is there is a simple D flip-flop, DA, DB and DC. The blue line, that is nothing but a reset line which is connected to clear of the flip-flop B and flip-flop C and the preset terminal of flip-flop A. Why? Because if I will give a reset pulse here for a very short duration, I apply 0, so what will happen? Flip-flop A will be previously set. Why? Because it is connected to preset terminal, and flip-flop BC will be reset. So reset position will be 1 0 0. So QA will be 1, QB will be 0, QC will be 0, and the reset position is obtained. And second most important thing is this ring counter is a synchronous counter. Means what? Clock to A, B and C, they are given simultaneously. As you can see, there is a clock line and all the clock inputs are shorted to this line. Means for each clock cycle all the 3 outputs will change for each clock cycle. Means B, C, they are not dependent on A or B. A, B, C are independent and they will shift their position for each clock cycle. At the bottom stage, how you will observe the outputs, I have connected 3 LEDs. So these are the LEDs which will show you the output QC, QB and QA. A current limiting resistor R is connected in the series.